Welcome everybody to episode 16 of Tales from the Tackle Shop, and we have enemy glass in the shop. Alex, what is that?
That's your founder member of the Spurs supporters club, innit? Glass, what you get for initiation. That's what I was told. Is that right?
I believe Matt Page is responsible for this. The Seal Master.
Seals.
Oh dear. Can't mention seal, you know. Seals, woof.
What's wrong with seals? Well, there's nothing wrong with seals.
No.
But,
Well, that is a good topic at the minute, isn't it?
yeah.
It's a hot topic.
Hot topic.
So poor old Matt thought he was slipping under the radar with the seal treatment, but it's bang, it's all back into the limelight again, isn't it?
Is he having a laugh?
Yeah.
A round of applause and a seal of approval. Off. Right, tell everyone the tale. This is funny. So I'll give you the first bit, right?
Yeah.
Then you can join in. So we went for Josh Pace, otherwise known as Luke Littler.
Yeah.
Organised a curry last week.
Yeah.
And I thought this is very.
He thought he was going to get away without paying. That's why he organised everyone to come, didn't he?
I thought this is very un-Pacey-like.
Yeah.
He's been organised.
No, something's wrong there.
Something's wrong. He got in touch with everybody. And I thought, this is good. So, got to go. So, then I was going to drive, and then Godber kindly offered.
Come good, didn't he?
He did. So, we got a lift as well, which meant we could have a few beers.
Yeah.
So, we put up to the Whittlesea Town Centre. Godber's parking was a bit suspect.
Yeah. He started walking with a limp when we got out. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, that was funny. So then we get into the spoons, because obviously Pacey's in there with the lads. And
Yeah, he's on his 12th pint.
Yeah. And Alex is nowhere to be seen. So
I thought that he'd gone to the curry house.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You went back to the car. Tell the proper story.
Well, I left my phone in the car, didn't I?
And that shitty thing.
Oh, yes. But it worked in my favour, didn't it? Really?
It was funny.
Yeah.
So, Flip Flop.
Yes.
Everyone's got a nickname. So Flip Flop, who is the guy who is the head waiter.
Yeah, I suppose.
He was asking for orders, and I said, I need a Cobra, but it has to be ice cold. And
it just fell in. It was like...
And I like giving him a bit of grief. Ice cold. He goes, you have... Yes. So we were talking away, and this glass was handed to me. And I didn't even think.
No, if it weren't for John Price, you wouldn't have drunk half of it and you wouldn't have realised.
No, John was giggling away. And I saw this thing on the back. And even then it didn't click. And then you were all like laughing. And so that was funny. But it's, again, banter, isn't it? That is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it just means that now I've got to think of a real good one to get them all back.
Yeah.
How much of this Yiddy stuff have you got in your bedroom at the minute? You must.
That's it. I'm not a Spurs fan in any way. I'm doing all the dirty work for people, me.
You are, yeah.
I'm the middleman.
I know. They need to stop. They need to fess up and do it themselves.
Yeah, I think so.
You got your brother involved. Now the glass.
Yeah.
So Sid Wilson's going to get it.
To be fair, there's all sorts of... They've got their own committee now.
Oh, well, talking of committees, when we were in Spoons, right, we knew there Cresta Peterborough having their team...
Cresta Peterborough.
Bait Tech Cresta Peterborough having their team meeting. So me and Alex gate crashed it. We sat there and I had a mock interview to join Bait Tech Cresta Peterborough.
Get in.
Matt Page has been dropped because the best page is in. Sorry, but that's the way it goes. I've got my second interview coming up, and I believe Andy Wilding's going to be dropped as well. Mole.
Moly.
Because I'm that good, I'll take two places.
Big boots to fill them.
Yeah. So the Mole and the Seal could be gone. Yeah. Andre Agassi will be next.
Well, you know.
That's joking apart. That was good fun sitting with them, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good bit of banter.
It could be a banter. Yeah. Talking of banter, Simon Mottram's quite good with the banter, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
So where does he reside in the country?
Over there somewhere. Canal country.
He seems to be a bit of a
Northwesty.
A canal
Midlands-y.
expert, is he?
He is, yeah. There's a big following out there, and you know, we'll see with the rest of the podcast, what he does for the area, and
Yeah, we'll just have
he's a
to have
top
him on.
bloke, real
Yeah.
top bloke.
So I think we'll cut in now, and we've got a small section with Simon Mottram. Right, guys. So this goes back to before we started doing season 5. I was nagging Alex that we needed to get more people involved with the podcast, and Alex gave me 4 names, didn't you?
Yeah.
And I messaged these guys, not knowing who they are, and we've had Richard Chave on, which has been cool, and now we've got Simon Mottram on. So Simon, first of all, thanks for helping out with the podcast this year.
No problem. You're right.
That was really cool of you to do that. So a bit much appreciated. And so what we need to do now is really find out more about you guys and what you do in your geographical area of your country, because you're you involved very greatly with match fishing. So we're going to delve deep into Simon Mottram. Sounds a bit rude. Right, Simon. Yeah. This is the question we always ask everybody. How did you start fishing in the first place?
I was really, really lucky. I lived, like similar to you, I lived right near you lived right near the river, but I lived right near the canal, probably 70 or 80 metres from the canal. And in between where I lived by the canal, there was a little farmer's pond, Mr. Minchel's pond it was. And you had to get permission. It was like hardly anybody could go there. Like you had to go and ask him permission. And he says, it's too easy in that pond. So you can only start going on there when you learn how to catch a few fish from the canal.
Oh, so, how old were you?
Probably would have been about, looking back, 7 or 8, something like that, perhaps.
Oh, brilliant! So he made you go on the canal first.
Yeah, and I went up the canal and couldn't catch anything, hardly. So, like your point of call, then it probably, I don't know if it's different these days, but you go into the tackle shop, don't you?
Yeah.
So my mum took me into the fishing tackle shop in Whitchurch. It was Ken Warner's shop, Warner's Tackle. And he put me in touch with a local club in that area called Grunley Brook Angling Club. So I went there, and it was good because they did I was well out of my depth, but just had all my gear was wrong and everything. I think I caught used to have Friday night matches. I caught 1 Daddy Rough on the first match I went on. And what the up? Say that again.
Do lures count on do Daddy Rough count on lures? Sorry.
No.
Never mind.
Oh, what a daft question.
Wow.
A rough.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
You catch them on lures, then, don't you?
Yeah.
Or not?
Well, I haven't seen a rough for years.
Oh, they are. Obviously not.
No.
Sorry, Simon. I just wondered.
I
did warn you. Randomness into his head. It's unbelievable. It's late, you see. He should be in bed.
There's all sorts of names from him. The Daddy Rough, Pope if you're down south, isn't it?
Yeah.
Daddy Rough, Tommy Rough.
Yeah.
Tommy Rough was the Midlands, so they're all all different names for him. So anyway, I've caught this Daddy Rough, and then quickly realised that I'm no good. I don't know what I'm doing. But luckily, that club, they used to have Saturday coaching days on a Saturday morning. So it was good to, if you didn't do so well on a Friday, they'd junior coaching lessons on the Saturday morning. So we, went along to them, and it was, after a couple of weeks, you could notice that you got better the week after on a Friday. You know what I mean? But it was just basic stuff like we think it's normal to use ground bait and that, but when you're a kid, you're just you've got no idea whatsoever about putting ground bait in, how to mix it and stuff like that, and using small. Say that again.
Andy has this problem as well.
What, even now?
Yeah. Simon, he's giving me loads of shit tonight, isn't he? It's unbelievable. We're going to come back to him. Yeah. He's just worried because we're going to have a swing tip challenge next year.
Oh, I heard about that,
And he's going to get.
Don't have swing tips around there. They wouldn't know what one of them is, would you?
You know what? We used to fish a lake called Hawk Lake years ago, right? And because all the swims, it brought it back to me what you were on about last week. Because a lot of the swims are very narrow in between reeds and trees and that. A lot of the lads fished swing tip because they couldn't get the rods to the side, so they could fish in front of them. Yeah. Used to call them the broken rod or something like that, innit? Yeah. So so when you were on about swing tipping last week, it brought it back about that. I never had a swing tip rod myself, but I remember watching some of the blokes and those.
You haven't lived.
No.
Big sloppy thing. That's what you need. Lob it out. Perfect. Right, go on. So how old were you now? About 11, 12 when you were fishing?
No, not as old as that. Probably, I think I joined that club when I was about, might have been 9 or 10, something like that. It's hard to remember now, but but slowly, you know, like we started doing these Friday night matches and the training sessions on a Saturday and that, and you just, you know what I mean? You just learned a lot in a quick space of time, like really, you know. So, but years ago there was a lot of clubs. I think a lot of kids joined clubs, didn't they? And fished junior matches and then went to senior matches, and that doesn't seem to be going on a lot these days. That sort of thing. But
No, I was going to say that's nothing like. If your dad
how
went
did you
fishing,
start, Alex? Is that how you started? Was it in a club?
no,
Or?
just obviously dad, granddads all fished and got into it that way, really. But there's nothing like that. Nothing
No,
at
when
all.
I started, it was all pubs. Pubs had clubs.
Yeah.
All the clubs were linked to a pub.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, there was some in
Yeah.
Whitchurch where I lived. There was a Wheatsheaf Club and Bull's Head Club and that and stuff. And every town had like loads of clubs, didn't it?
Yeah, we were Blacksmith's Arms. Obviously, the Blacksmith's Arms pub was the meeting place. Yeah. And it's all gone, isn't it? It's all changed.
It's different, isn't it? It's like, where do you start now? And it just seemed it seemed easier. But then again, I suppose what we have got now is like loads of social media, isn't there now? Whereas years ago it was just like word of mouth sort of thing, wasn't it? So
well, you had to read books, didn't you, if you wanted to find out anything?
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
yeah. Just go to the library and get the pipe books out and stuff, and have a little read.
Lure books. Was it lure books for you? Would it have been?
No, there weren't any.
Lure.
No, it was all dead bait and live baiting because there wasn't lure fishing wasn't around then.
Right.
Lure fishing is relatively new. I bet it's only taken off since 2000, since the internet.
Right.
Because you couldn't buy anything. So Andy Lush, who had the Friendly Fisherman Tackle Shop in Kent, was the biggest importer of lures in the country, and he didn't really start getting on with it until the internet came about. So lure fishing, as we know, is really new in this country.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. It's quite interesting. So when you went to secondary school, did you continue fishing, or did
so you know, stuck with this Grunley Brook Club for a while, and then the bloke who was in charge of the club, he wanted to like put teams in the junior nationals, but we didn't have enough sort of thing, so we amalgamated with a team called the White Anglers in Nantwich. So we had like some of the Grunley Brook lads and some of the White juniors. We got a team together and put teams in the junior nationals. I'm not sure of the dates, but I know the first junior national I fished was at Milton Keynes on the Grand Union Canal. Would it have been, I don't know, it would have been 1990-ish, would it have been?
I fished one. I fished one in 1980.
I was on the Trent. And
this was a junior national.
Oh, right.
I think Peterborough needed some extra players, anglers. So I fished for Peterborough, but that was on the it was on a crappy canal.
In they all?
Yeah, hated it. Bloody canals. I think
it was definitely the Grand Union. 1990 rings a bell. I remember there being something like 700 odd kids in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
There were loads of kids when I went.
700.
Yeah, we stayed in the halls of res at the local university.
Yeah,
it was mental. Matches. It was brilliant.
I remember it especially because that day I fell in after about 20 minutes into the match, because we'd obviously got no leg leveling systems on the seat boxes, and I'd got it balanced with a bait box. And I remember being a red hot day. I remember where I drew actually opposite Warburton Works.
Right.
And I've slipped, gone in like head first sort of thing, and the stewards had to drag me out. It was like, bone dry in like 10 minutes, but always remember falling in on my first.
Did you catch anything?
I think I had 600 odd grams, which was all right on the day, I think. Yeah. I should have got my scrapbook from my mum's, because she's got all, they keep all your like section card and all that, and all your clippings and all that. So she's kept all that sort of thing, like, but with the dates on some. Me saying 1990, the date's probably well out, to be fair, like, but it just rings a bell for some reason. That we fished a few. We fished that one. We fished the River Witham. That was a national as well.
Yeah, the Witham was like Mecca for a long time, wasn't it?
Yeah. Remember catching 2 or 3 eels, and that might have been the first eels that I come across. Do you know what I mean? Like, and caught some roach as well on that. But I think bloodworm is allowed on that as well.
Bloodworm.
Yeah, I think it
bloodworm
was.
a joker, like, yeah.
I think we had there. What over the top? Would that be right, or Pinky? Can't remember.
Yeah, we fished the Trent and Mersey Canal. We fished there, Staff's Worcester as well. So yeah, we fished. Yeah, it was big. But even like 700 odd in. I remember there was 700 odd in the first one, and then after a few years, it suddenly just died off, didn't it? Junior nationals, it just sort of,
Yeah.
I think it stopped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I remember
for
the
whatever
first
reason.
one I fished was, God knows what year it was, but I'd only be 10 or 11. So, and it was on the Boston Drains. It was on the Bargate and Bargate, and turned up to the school, and that was the only time I've ever been on a bus, I think, for a national.
That's it. Buses, yeah.
And I blanked. First ever national, I blanked.
Did you?
On the Bargate. No, I weren't. What was I on? I was on the Trader. I blanked on the Trader. And
Sibsy Trader.
Sibsy Trader drew, which is a good peg in the winter, as I know now, but not brilliant in the summer. But I think Stephen Forster, you know, the lad that won the UK champs last year, he's the one that won it individually. He had like 15 bream or something like that. But yeah, blanked my first junior national, first ever one.
Does it haunt you?
Not really,
It
no.
should do. You're shit.
No.
I forgot about the buses though, yeah, because it was like you'd all just pack on a bus. I don't think your parents were in with you either, were they?
No.
No.
I went with a bunch of random men.
That never would happen now, would
I
it?
went with a bunch of random men who ran Peterborough Juniors.
Yeah.
We just crashed in the halls of Res over the weekend. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the canal. Would it be Loughborough Canal?
Yes, yeah, I fished Loughborough Canal.
I think it was Loughborough Canal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had its towpath. It's just miles of it.
Yeah.
Surprise, yeah. Bit different from Fen Drain when you're 14. You're going, right, where's the reeds?
Yeah, just put my pole across here, not worry about it.
Yeah. Okay, mate. So, right, so fishing junior nationals. So how did you get into senior fishing teams, the men's teams?
The first senior team I remember getting in, it was the local shop. It was like the next biggest town, Shrewsbury Bait Centre. So I fished for them. That was my first senior team. That was, and but that was like we're travelling all over everywhere, like Drennan Super Leagues on and that and stuff like that. We actually fished one near you, and I think it was we weren't in the Super League. It would have been what was the next one down? Would it have been like Division 1 or something, where the all winners fished together or something like that?
I'm not sure.
And we fished at Oundle.
Yeah.
I remember we were second.
Oundle?
Oundle. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, for us round here, we call it the Neen at Oundle, but I think it's classed as the Nen round there.
Oh, the Nen, yeah. Remember we fished there, and Rotherham Raiders won it. We were second, they won it. And it was poor fishing. It was like February time. And I think I remember being like quite high and that freezing cold and just like odd fish here and there, like quite a few blanks and stuff.
Lobworm.
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, a long time ago now. But yeah, I'm sure that was the all winners final. That was. And then I think the year after that, we had it at Woodland View. That was there for a couple of years,
That's
not good times though. You know what I mean?
Woodland
Not
View's
too
not
far.
far.
No, not too far. Probably like an hour for me. So
Is
it's
it?
not too bad. Yeah. But good. When you look back, it's a good. You're travelling here, there, and everywhere. And you didn't have. You weren't. You'd fish a river one week, canal the next. Like you weren't sort of like. I think we get guilty now of being a bit sort of. You're sort of doing the same thing week in, week out, aren't you? Just
So would you say you're mainly canal based now?
Mainly, yeah. But this year. I've been having a
towpath 10.
It's towpath 10.
Towpath 10. But this winter I've been going to Morelands Farm on the Silvers League. That's been good. You know what I mean? Like it's just something different. You know what I mean? Just rather than getting the same 3 rigs out your box every week. Do you know what I mean? Like just a bit different. Yeah, so that's good.
Cool. Well, so you kind of like you dialed into canals. That's quite interesting because actually, if we get onto what you do now, we'll get onto the matches that you organise in a few minutes. But you also do some coaching, don't you, to do with the canals?
I do help. Yeah, help with the CRT. They do a thing called Let's Fish, where they work with loads of different angling clubs throughout the country, and they have these like taster days, if you like, where people that don't fish or people, even people that fish, they can go and just have a go at fishing. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I think they did something like 450 events over the country last year. And they have a thing called the National Celebration in September, which is some kids take it serious, but it's not a serious match. It's like and there's a wide range of abilities, like where they have like different age groups bit like a match. It is a match, but it's it's like there is a wide range of abilities. Some of them have just started like 2 weeks before and stuff like that. Like for example, there's loads of prizes in it, and like last place got the pick of the first of the prizes, if you like.
Right,
So
so
it went like
reversed
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, reversed it because it just seems silly sort of giving some of the kids that have got all the gear, and if they've won some more gear. Do you know what I mean? It's more about helping the kids that haven't got any stuff and that, and
We're
hoping
promoting
they'll
the
carry
sport,
on.
trying to get more people into it, I suppose.
Yeah, and that's growing. Like the last 3 years, we had 202 the first year we did it over the weekend, and it's gone 288, and then this year just gone, we had 330 kids over the weekend, Saturday and
That's
Sunday.
amazing.
So yeah.
So what is your role in this?
What regarding that, you mean? I
Role?
do an odd day. Yeah, odd day. If I'm off work or whatever, I can go and help on these Let's Fish events. But also with some of the coaches that don't fish canals a lot of the time. Some of them. So we have group sessions on the canal, just basic, just basic sort of showing them how to fish on the canals. Really, like a bit more.
So you're
refined
coaching the
tackling and
coaches to coach?
yeah, a little
canal.
bit. Yeah,
Oh, that's
a
cool.
little bit. And we have like online things, like discussions and all that, like, and meetings and all sorts of like group meetings and that. So it's a bit of the community sort of going on with the coaches and that. And
So how did you get into that in the first place?
well, the bloke who run that Grinley Brook club, who where I first started, John Ellis, he works for the CRT now, and he started it. So basically, just doing what he used to do, really. Do you know what I mean? Replicating what he used to do, really, on them coaching sessions. It was all about just basic stuff. So what he taught me years ago, it's as if you're passing it on again.
Because people might be quite interested in getting into this. I'm just wondering how you got into coaching coaches.
How I got into it?
Yeah.
John just asked me. He just said like some of the coaches hadn't been on. Some of the coaches that we had available hadn't been on canals, so a lot. So they just needed to upskill them a bit and just show them on the canals. That's all. So.
And are they angling trust level 1 and level 2 coaches?
Yeah. Like I'm a level 2 coach on that. I had to go through all that stuff in level 1. So yeah, some of them are level 2, some of them are level 1. I could. Yeah, so we've had to do all that, like. So.
Yeah, well, that's really good of you. Cool.
Mm.
So, how many coaches are involved in this scheme that were around?
Don't know. Honestly, around where I live, there's quite a
Yeah.
few. I don't know the numbers, to be fair, though. It seems it's growing every year. I know that because obviously all the events that we're doing are growing each year. So it's sort of word of mouth, really. It sort of gets a few more each year. Do you know what I mean? Like so and so does it, and then he tells his mate, and then he gets involved with it. And yeah, you need it really because you need some anglers for the future, don't you?
We had Bob Bailey on, didn't we? About 2 seasons ago. He's a quality.
Saw that, yeah.
Is he level 2? I can't remember now. And he's sent Ives Angling Club.
Yeah.
And also, I know Whittlesea have got a few.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah,
they're very proactive. I can't think of it, but there must be some other clubs I'm not aware of.
Yeah, I think they're the main two around here.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure there's others as well, but it's good, and it seems to be the breakdown of the family unit, doesn't it? So, not being sexist, but dads aren't around to take kids fishing because that's what used to happen.
The mums are the ones, mate. The ones. That,
I know. Yeah.
The kids that bring the mums, or say, if the dad's at work or whatever, and the ones that and the mums want to know everything. They want to know what hooks do we use and what they want to know the ins and outs of everything, which is brilliant because you can put them in. They don't want to, they've had experiences where they've took the kids, not caught anything, and they want to know why and what stuff to use and that. So the mums are really keen, to be fair, so.
Yeah. That's good, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because things have changed. It's a bit crap, really, but it's good that you guys are doing all this because if you don't get kids into the sport, guys.
Well, you need it, don't you, for the future, don't you?
Yeah, because you used to do. You'd have a big open day, didn't you, at Pidley?
Yeah, I've done it for a few years now, but
COVID kind of killed it, didn't it?
Yeah, but
you had huge numbers.
Yeah, unbelievable, really. We sort of had a big family day and put other events on to try and make it more attractive. And you see a few of the youngsters that did go on that day are coming through now, which is good. And like you say, that the mums and the grandparents were really keen on, you know, getting the youngsters into fishing. So,
do many of the kids in March fish then, or many of the youngsters from there, or
there is quite a lot of youngsters. Obviously, I used to work in Millview years ago, the local tackle shop, and used to get lots of kids in going on the river, especially in the summer. Obviously, not being around and that now, I don't really see it, but I would think there still is quite a few kids about.
It's nice to see there's quite a few kids lure fishing.
Yeah.
So I saw 2 on Saturday, and I gave him business card for the channel. I said, next time you're out, guys, just let us know. I'll bring some lures out for you. So I know Tom Moyer, who's got a lure making company. He goes out quite regularly and just dishes out free lures to the kids as well.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to. That's what we're trying to do. This when we're seeing this summer and autumn, is just give them some free lures, keep them going.
Yeah. Like the good thing you've got around there is, it's like a lot of the trouble we have on the canals around here in the winter is the fishing isn't brilliant, to be fair. So it can be. There's lots of areas where there's not many fish.
But the lure fishing around here is pretty crap because.
No, I mean in general, at least you've got the river there. It's made for fishing. Like the kids want to fish close in and that, and using like short poles and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's not. Like, I'll tell you what the problem is. We need platforms. The banks are terrible.
I was just going to say, you've got an odd one where where them jetties are near the bridge, haven't you? But it's a shame. And if you had platforms there, it would just be brilliant for.
Well, I mean, Cheesy Bob's doing his damnedest. The local angling club are really trying to push it. It's now up to the EA and the local council.
I think it's the local council.
They've got to basically pull their fingers out of their ass because it's been like 2 years now.
2, 3 years.
3 years.
You need them, don't you? You need them.
Yeah. It's just safety. I mean, if we had 30 or 40 platforms, the kids would be fishing down all the time. It'd be brilliant.
It'd be amazing.
It'd be brilliant. But they don't think about that. They come up with all sorts of daft blocks. It's like, come on.
It's bad enough for us, isn't it? But never. You couldn't really send kids down on them banks, could you?
No. I have to wear chest waders because I know I'm going to go in at some point during the day.
Yeah.
He's
It's a shame, isn't it? 'Cause there's loads of fish there. That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But, especially in winter. So
I know Kai did Kai's very good at collecting data, isn't he? And he works at the air. He did a kind of cost benefit. I was into the local community with all the pubs.
I remember.
The bed and breakfast places, isn't he? So, but the anglers coming in the winter, and these platforms will just add to it. But it's a real shame. I don't know why it's taking so long. It'll be some nonsense. But there we go. Yeah, hopefully someone's listening and we'll unplug the finger.
You never know,
You never know. Right. So I know, because you told me earlier, and Alex told me, that in a few weeks' time, or a couple of months' time, you've got a very big event coming up that you organise every year.
Yeah, this is the 3rd year we run something called the CANAL Masters, which is a bit different. I looked, it's a bit, the similar lines of like Riverfest and stuff like that. But I just tried to make it a bit different. We have like 6 qualifying matches of 60 pegs, and to get into the final, you've got to win a 10 peg section.
Right.
Last year we had 7 matches. We actually had a qualifier in Ireland as well last year. Some Irish guys that I know, and they fished the canals over in Ireland. And one of them rang me and said, could we run a qualifier over there? And could we send 2 of the Irish over here to fish the final?
That's a brilliant idea.
I know, yeah. So, not a problem. So we had 7 last year. The reason we haven't got 7 this year is because they're running their own version of it this year in Ireland.
Right.
That's
because
good.
Obviously, it cost a lot for the people that got through, the 2 that got through to the final. It cost them a lot to ferries and stuff like that. So they said, "Oh, would you mind if we run it?" I said, "No, brilliant idea." So they're doing their own Irish Canal Masters. So we had 6 matches, and it's so to get to the final, you've got to win a 10 peg section. And to put it in perspective, in the final there was 37 in the final, and we paid out, got it written down here, 10,390 quid.
Right.
In the final, and there was 37 in the final, and we paid like $2.5 grand to the winner. 1,500 per second, 1,200, 1,100, 1,000. 6 got 680, 7th 500, 8th 450, 9th 400, 10th 350, and there was 100 quid paid every 6 pegs, 5 or 6 peg sections. So
Wow.
altogether, out of the 37, I think 17 got a prize, a decent prize.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
How much does that went to them, Simon?
Sorry, mate. That's it's 30 quid for a ticket, which all that goes straight through to the final.
Yeah.
And then just on the day, you got 20 quid pools on the day. So each organizer obviously paid that differently. You know, we paid whatever they wanted to do on that 20 quid. Obviously, they took the day ticket money out. And then they just paid like a normal match then. So your 30 quid goes straight through to the final. Nothing's took out or anything. And but we tried to make it a bit different. I tried to sort of, I just think as canal anglers, we don't really have a lot, you know, we don't sort of promote ourselves very well on that. So every match, like I went to and been doing it 2 years, I interviewed every lad that qualified. I interviewed him. Just I did a little video on my phone with a little clip. You've probably seen him, Alex, haven't you? Yeah. So we did a little interview, how he's caught and where he's from and all that, and are you looking forward to the final, that sort of thing. And managed to get a bit of sponsorship through Mandy, where she works. She works in a t-shirt printing place, and the gaffer there, Amar, he provided t-shirts for every competitor in the final. He's done that the last 2 years, so we had a big picture with it all. Yeah, so it was good. Just a bit different. That we haven't got, the little, they love being, just a little 5-minute interview. People, it was because we've got some brilliant anglers, you know what I mean? Like, but we just don't sort of get enough. I think we don't promote ourselves, perhaps. I don't know what it is, but
I know what you mean.
That's a good idea about you've got to win your section to get through to the final, because I like that, because it's kind of like a definitive, isn't it? So for that, when you're in that 10 peg section, you just got to go all out just to smash everybody in your section. There's no kind of like thinking about someone who's 30 pegs away or.
And it was good because a lot of the lads, like I suppose it's similar to what the fish show lads are doing. That they sort of like they did a couple and not got through, so they've ended up fishing them all. You know what I mean? There was one lad, Paul Waddington. He fished. He lives in like South Wales area, and he was travelling like here, there, and everywhere just to get through. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it was good. Yeah, it was really good. Like, and
are you full for this year? Are you full for this year already?
Well, what we do, I open the ticket because it's quite a lot of money to fish, 50 quid a ticket. So rather than buying all your tickets in one go, we just open up the tickets for each match like 2 weeks before.
Right.
So we haven't got a big outlay. Do you know what I mean? And then if you've got through, obviously you don't need to fish it. There's no like you're not messing about sort of selling tickets again and all that like. So
I got you. Yeah. Yes. So do you sell out?
Most of them sold out. Yeah.
Yes.
The first year I did it. A lot of people, it's too dear, blah 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 blah. Like we didn't sell out. We sold a couple of them out the first year. But there was loads of money paid out, and then like the second year, you could just tell the tickets just went.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But like Mandy sorts all that computer stuff out. So I'm just like,
I know
that sort of thing.
I know. Yeah.
I know what you're going to say now.
I'm not going to drop you in it much.
Yeah, so she sorts all that. So basically, people email them if they want a ticket. She sends them a payment link, and they pay it all through the bank, and it's all done and dusted. Like, so I couldn't do it without it. To be fair, I couldn't. All that copying and pasting and all that. I just nightmare.
Mate, it's a brilliant idea. It's a really, really good idea.
What venues do you have in? What canals do you have in? Obviously,
what this year coming? You mean?
Yeah.
6 different ones, and they're all spread out as well. They're not all like, like, believe it or not, we get a lot of the northern lads. They all come down and fish the Midlands ones a lot. It was really like northern supported. Probably say 70% northern supported. Like it was a lot of the northerners that just travel everywhere. To be fair, like so, we got the Irish one's not happening this year, so we've got another one up north. So we've got so the first one's a Trenton Mersey at Middlewich. That's the 21st of April. But I've picked venues that get a big following anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, so even if we had a match there, it'd be a good turnout. It's not just like random places that. And the lads that organise the qualifiers, they're all like, they can do it with their eyes shut. Do you know what I mean? They've done it for years. A bit like Bob round there, like he's.
Yeah.
You just know you've got no sort of worries at all by getting some of them to run the matches. Like second one, Shropshire Union at Soudley. That always gets a big following, that place. Dudley Canal, Handcat, Lee Woodhouse. That's the 16th of June is the third one. 13th of July, is on the Leeds Liverpool at Wigan, which obviously we got the Division 1 National there this year, like, so
Yeah.
you know, I think tickets will be hot for that one. Then we got Danny Martin's Canal at Lee, 4th of August, and then we're finishing off on the Wolves AA Wart at Paulturn at 10th of August, and the final's on September the 1st. That's at Soudley on the Shropshire Union. So
Yeah,
it's trying to pick it, you know, like a popular venue for the final. So
yeah,
I think if your final venue's crap or nobody likes it, probably
makes
nobody
a big difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, you know, first thing I look, you know, if there's anything like that, you look where the final is, don't you? Like, so
Yeah.
it's similar format to Riverfest and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, guys who want to enter, how can they? Have you got a Facebook page? Or what's the best way of
There is,
contact?
yeah. If you go onto Canal Masters Facebook, there's all like the little videos we've done, and there's a picture there, all the lads in the t-shirts and that in the pub and everything and that. So if you can type it in now, I think it comes up on the Canal Masters Facebook. I think if you type that in, it comes up. And it's all there. And then, like I was saying, you can get tickets. You can email this. What is it now? canalmastersfishing@gmail.com. That's a couple of weeks before each match.
Yeah.
So it's all on the Facebook page, and a lot of it's word of mouth. And it can't work as well. There's a lot of the lads sharing the posts, promoting it, and that. Again, it can't work without that. And I've been really lucky that a lot of the lads have got behind it, and they're sharing it and stuff like that on Facebook and that and stuff. So it's become like nationwide, because there's lads that have travelled from like Devizes all the way up to like Wigan area last year, like on the last one, because they've not got through.
Good,
so
isn't it?
yeah, it was good. Enjoy doing it. But the first year I thought I'd just do it 1 year, and then I did enjoy doing it. So we've done it. This will be the 3rd year now. This will be.
Good on you. It needs people like you to organise things. This is the one thing I don't understand, right? The Angling Trust seem to mess up these big comps with all they can't get the results right. Why don't they use the local match organisers for that area?
Yeah, and all the money, incidentally, was we paid out nearly 10.5 grand, and that was paid out the next day. That was everybody in their accounts next day.
Yeah, but you got like people like Cheesy Bob, yourselves, you all know exactly how to do it. If I was running the AT comp side, I wouldn't hesitate. I'd just get people in who do it all the time. Easy. Because they know what they're doing. And I don't get it. I don't know if it's like, I don't know what it is, but it will stop all the balls ups anyway. But anyway, I nearly went into a rant then.
Nearly? You looked like you were.
I ain't done
twitching. You were twitching. You were. You see, you
I've got one for next week, but I will tell Alex off air. It's a good one, mate. It's to do with otters. Oh yeah. But we'll hit that one next week. Yeah. Simon, that's brilliant that you're doing all that, and with Mandy helping you as well. So you've got like a team of guys that do all the organisations as well on the day.
Yeah, like each match obviously needs somebody to run it. So, like I say, the people that run those matches, those qualifiers, you know, I just know it's been done spot on, because they've run matches like that for years.
Oh, so they run it on the day, but you do the centralisation.
They run it on the day.
Brilliant. Yeah.
I fish them. If I haven't got through, I fish them. In perspective, the first year I fished it, I got through on the first one. I thought it was dead easy. Last year I didn't get through at all. So, but I was there at everyone anyway, doing the little interviews and that afterwards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
that's a good way of doing it.
It was nice. It was good. Yeah, it's a good feedback off it and that. And
a sport like angling, and match angling in particular, it's vital that it depends on people putting in the time to organise things. Does the average angler, average match angler, realise this, do you think? Because there's a lot of very kind-hearted people around the country who spend an inordinate amount of their time organising events for no financial gain, just because they love the sport. And I often wonder, when you see things like this, whether the average match angler actually realises that these things wouldn't run if it wasn't for that person there and that person there. I mean, the winter league that these guys fish, it's amazing what the ladies do behind the scenes, and the two guys that help them as well. And I'm thinking, they just do it.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
I think it makes you. Sorry to interrupt. I think it makes you moan a bit less, because I see what goes on, and do you know what I mean? A lot of hard work and that. And
people shouldn't moan at all. They should just help out. It's amazing.
Yeah, we have a whinge in that, but you know, some of the lads are pegging out at 6 o'clock in the morning and that, and it makes you sort of realise what goes on behind the scenes and that. And I'm lucky, to be fair. Like Mandy does all the computers and that. All the lads organise it, you know, each qualifying match. So, and So we just do some videos promoting the matches, a few weeks before each match, and the results as well. That's a big thing. I think if match anglers, match organisers, perhaps if they video the results, because everybody loves to see the results, don't they?
Yeah.
Like I watch a lot of fishing videos, and I find some of them a bit boring, to be fair. But the bits I watch is at the draw. I like to watch that, and I like the results. It's weird. Sometimes fast forward the middle bit just to get to the results. And do you know what I mean? Yeah. So we video each results one, and at the presentations and that. So it's good. Have a look on the Facebook. You can see it all there, all on the videos and that. So.
Well, I'll drop a link in the description so people can find it anyway, so they can just look in the description and click on it. Right, mate. Time's pressing on. Last final question, which I haven't prepped you for, but I'm going to drop it on you. What are your plans over the next 5 years for your own fishing? What do you want to accomplish or have a go at doing?
Definitely going to do more of this silver fishing in winter, I think. I fish canals most of the year in summer and that. And I think when winter time comes now, I just want to do something a bit different. And I've like my first year at it this year, and I'm like learning a lot and like driving home with lots of questions in your head and stuff like that. So it's just kept it a bit more, like re-sparked it a bit. Do you know what I mean? Like I think if you do the same thing all the time, I think you become a bit stale, don't you? So definitely. So definitely going to do some more of that and just carry on. I think just see where each year goes. I think so. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Did you see that? He's yawning.
Sorting it.
Is it? Yawning? Is he yawning? Is he bored? Is he?
Oh, some of us have to work, don't we, Simon? Do you know what I mean?
I know. Well, is he retired now? Is he?
About 10 years ago.
What, me? I don't work, mate. That's how I work.
School teacher, was he? Your school teacher, was he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. But I saw the light. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a pimp now.
What?
A pimp.
In his own mind.
Yeah.
Right, buddy. Look, I really appreciate your help this year. It's been brilliant. Thank you very much for.
No, it's all right. No.
Match results, and it's been great coming on tonight because we'll learn a bit more about you. So the next thing is when you're coming down here for a fish.
I'm down there this weekend, actually. I was there the other week.
Curry?
I'm coming Saturday. When am I coming? Fishing Moorlands in the day, Saturday.
Are we having a curry?
I'm coming from Moorlands to...
You're not listening to me. He's not listening. Are you having a curry?
No, we'll tell you where we go. We must try that steak place. It used to be that sports bar.
Yeah. So you're not coming for a curry? You're not going to come for a curry?
No, you don't want to come for a curry.
Oh, that's nice. Chave did.
Yeah.
Well... Chave's retired as well, isn't he?
I'm joking.
I bet he didn't pay for the curry, Chave, though, did he?
Yeah, no, he didn't pay for anything. Right, you stay there. You stay there. I'm just going to stop this, and then we'll have a little chat in a minute.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time. I really appreciate it.
Okay. No
problem. Simon.
So Simon was one of the guys we got to do the match results around the country. So we've had Chave and Simon on, and we now need Ben Taylor
and Steve.
So we'll try and get those two on before we finish. That's really cool. They've been brilliant. It's just every week sending me the results. Didn't need to remind anybody. They just got on with it.
Yeah.
And that I think
it sort of grew as the series went on as well. Didn't it?
So that was really cool. So thanks for that, guys. If you could hear what we were saying, if you can't repeat, it's funny. Yeah. But we'll leave that conversation for later. Yeah. Cheesy Bob's in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. So's Josh Pace.
Definitely.
Yeah. Right, let's go on to the match results, mate. So Chris Hodgson, again, been an absolute legend. Messaged me. It's the same time, look, 12:27. Between 12 and 1. He's very organised, yeah. I like organised people.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it means, like, I know it's coming. Right. It's brilliant. Good morning, Alex and Andy. I hope you're both well. Well, I'm not really, because I had bad Saturday night.
Yeah.
Touch of malaria.
Yeah.
Got bitten by the tsetse fly.
Yeah.
Still struggling now. It's Monday.
Yeah. It's called old age and beer, I think is what it is.
And Sambuca and Jack Daniels. Ooh. I can still taste it. Right, so Sunday, 28th of Jan, the final round of the Spilsby AA Winter League, 20 fished. Tough day again for most, with only small fish showing in pockets. First was Dave Dean, £15.5.
Was there any good on there?
And a half. In bold, look. Second was Mick Stamp with 5.4, and third was Pete Harker with £3.8. It seems to me if your name's Dave,
you catch loads.
Catch loads. If your name's not Dave, you can't catch in Lincolnshire.
Well,
You've got to change your name by default. I'll tell you about the physio I've seen today, should I?
physio.
Irish Sikh
Irish Sikh.
who lives in London. Lovely guy.
Yeah.
Called Guru Singh.
Oh,
I said, what's your first name? I think he's going to say Mickey, Pat, Guru Singh.
right.
Kind of gone,
Has he got a proper Irish accent?
yeah, big turban.
Yeah.
Lovely guy. Threw me, it completely threw me. Wasn't expecting that at all. Anyway, where were we? The league results. First was Dave Ashmore.
What was that all about? I do apologise.
I think it was the trauma for thinking back to Saturday night. Because
I don't know where that comes from, guys. Sorry.
We went to a 60th birthday party and it got a bit out of hand. And
he's obsessed with this party, isn't he?
your dad should have come.
Why?
With your mum.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they were on the guest list. And I'm very disappointed in Tim that he didn't turn up.
My dad would not know a thing about it. That's all I'm going to say.
It's probably a good job he didn't turn up because otherwise I could have led him astray. Right, league results. Dave Ashmore first with the perfect 5 points, but we knew that anyway.
Done, yeah, brilliant.
Well done, Dave. Second was Mick Stamp with 6 points. So it's between those two. Third was Sir Don Green with 9 points, and Pete Harker was fourth with 11 points. The matches will continue every Wednesday and Sunday through to the end of the season. Keep your eye on the East Links Match Anglers Facebook page, and that's growing, that page. That's really good.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stick a picture of Dave up about here with his trophy.
Awesome.
I was going to use him for the thumbnail, but I think I need to use Simon Mottram, but I need to get Simon Mottram to send me a picture. I just remembered
Yeah.
Cool. Right, that's really good. That little group of anglers is fantastic, isn't it? They just keep going all year. And it's a good league that they're running. So well done, guys. Thanks for that.
And tough league with conditions, hasn't it?
Oh God, can you imagine outside in the Lincolnshire Fen when it's that wind's howling? Ugh.
On way and fleet me up.
I used to play rugby at Boston and I hated it. You could go there.
Boston has that effect on most people.
You could go there the warmest day ever, right? And there's a windsock next to it's like an airfield next to the rugby pitch. And you get there, this bloody windsock could be like that. You're thinking, where's the wind come from?
From the fen me up.
Boston. What you got?
What have I got? The usual suspects, basically. Usual names, usual suspects on the bung holes.
Hold on. It's Andy Wilding.
Andy Wilding. Biggest draw bag in the fens.
I'm going to read out what he sent me in a minute.
Dear.
Yeah, apparently you've got a reputation, mate.
I can't help it. I'm
The
sorry.
luckiest out there. They're going, it's unbelievable.
Really? Yeah.
You for 4 seasons, you whinged like a little bitch that you couldn't draw a good peg. And this season, it's like golden hand, isn't it?
Yeah, but things I haven't drawn a good peg. I've had one good peg and that's my worst result all year. Says it all, doesn't it? Honestly, they're obsessed. Right.
They are obsessed, mate.
Yeah, so...
Particularly the spuds, they're very obsessed.
Dear, oh dear. Right, so we'll start with... I'm going to throw it right down into St. Neots.
There he is. I'll read out in a minute.
Yeah.
The mole's been in touch.
Yeah, your Peterborough mole. So the St. Neots Angling Club had their second round of they've like the Hembrook series, and the weights were a bit better this week. Still tough going by the standards of Hembrook. The winner was Dragao Alexandru, who's an Italian angler, lovely chap, £9.9. Runner-up was Peter Jordan, £9.8. And then Stuart, I'm going to say Bilford, £7.12.
Is that because you can't read your own?
That is, yeah. That was a quick scribble, and I do apologise about that.
Yeah, I know. But when you leave me stuff products, I go, what the bloody hell has he written here? It's like Roman hieroglyphics.
I ain't got all day. I'm doing stuff in a rush.
Greek hieroglyphics. No, that's not right. Egyptian.
Right, okay.
God.
Yeah, blame the Sambuca.
Oh.
Not old age. So that was the top 3. And just a shout out to George, who helps in the shop, won his section with £2.9.5 he has.
George is a good old boy, isn't he?
He is.
Has he been lure fishing?
No.
I gave him some lures and
No. So yeah, that's a great result for George. That's his first pickup in St. Neots matches, and I see some pictures of him collecting his money. So
do you know what one of the things I like about him best?
What?
He gives Mona loads of shit.
Oh, it's great because he's starting to realise what it's all about.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about youngsters today, but they can't take a joke.
Nah,
And he's slowly getting to grips with it, which is good.
And he gives Mona loads.
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
He's given as good as he gets.
Yeah.
So bless him. And then we'll move over to the Whittlesea Saturday crew. They actually caught fish this week.
Well, did they know what to do?
Well, they weren't sure what the
did they take their
scales were
keep nets?
for, and yeah. So the match winner was Arthur Smallman. He had 4 tench for £13.2. Derek York, March Angler, £9.5, and then Mona Mel Saggers with £8. He's pretty. He's one of these guys. Oh, I ain't got no bait. Goes around with a tub, and then like when he starts the match, he's got more worms, more casters, more maggots and pinkies than anyone.
Yeah.
Who's the fool?
Well,
So well done, guys. That was Carrot Wash, and I think this week they're going back to Cock Bank. So good luck with that one. Tuesday Club, they fished Whittlesea Bower, which is been fishing very well this year. Match winner was Windmill Steve.
he was at the 60th birthday party.
Oh, was he?
He was, yeah. I went and said hello to Windmill Steve.
Oh, yeah. Did he have his line dancing gear on?
He did look like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did see a cowboy hat and some
Did he
stirrups.
turn up on his horse?
And he had a pair of what they called those Brokeback Mountain things.
Yeah.
It wasn't a pretty sight.
Yeah.
No, thankfully he was sitting down.
I want to know what he would look like without his fishing gear on.
Like a cowboy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeehaw. Right. So Windmill Steve yeehawed his way to £24 dead.
That's
peg 12.
That's a good way, isn't it?
Yeah, Skimmers and Breen on the MPEG, like always. Runner-up was Tony Fenn with £14.8. Mel Saggers again, £13. And then a chap called Neil, I don't know his surname, with £12. So
Why don't you know his surname?
because it weren't on the sheet. They're all their first names, so I have to...
Right, before we continue,
guess.
right, because you're giving people crap here.
What?
Andy Wilding
Oh, here we go.
opened up with this. Title for this week's podcast is Sorted.
Yeah.
Battle of the Bungholes.
Right.
Bates versus Borden.
Yeah, but he's bumhole, not bunghole.
So I said, did he draw on him again? Alex did indeed. Paul
Right.
Borden next to him, first and second section, not match, but as both have found themselves with a bunghole title.
Right,
This is a new thing that Peterborough, that Bait Tech.
Basically, if you win your section, you're called bunghole from now on. So
Peterborough Bait Tech, Cresta,
Mulway will never be called bunghole.
Drennan, please sponsor us somebody.
That's it. You got
Boyles,
it.
yeah. B&M,
Yeah.
we're going to have to launch.
I'm sorry,
that,
I'm popular.
Who is it?
There's some group chat. I'm in.
God. Right. Where were we?
Probably, probably the Seal 3000 Club or something. I'm not sure. Right, moving on swiftly. We'll move on to the Ramsey and District Angling Club. They have the Wednesday matches at Ramsey St Mary's. And match winner was Ivan Steels, Benjamin Button with £19.4. And then his brother, second, David Steels, another bunghole, because he shouted that out to me as he went this morning when he come to the shop, £17.12. And then third was Claire Middleton with £16.6. So well done, Claire. Battered Keith off the next peg. Well done. It didn't go unnoticed.
It's not hard, is it?
Hey, Keith, don't show us your teeth.
He was smiling, was he?
Yeah, but when the sun's on the far bank in their face, he catches nothing short of he's always smiling. His grey hair, it's just like, looks like there's a ghost above the water.
The old luncheon meat sales are going to take a hit soon.
They are, yeah. And then Sunday, they had a little trip to Factory Bank for a change. Yeah.
It's not like them.
No, I know. I don't. After these results, they won't be going back either. Match winner was Concrete Kilby with £18.3 from peg 1. Second was Colgate Keith from peg 2 with £5.2. And then the rest struggled to break £1, but Ivan does what he does. Winkles out a few for £1.8.5.
All those fish just rammed in next to the...
Yes.
Is it next to the...
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Mad, isn't it?
It is. Such a shame.
Yes.
So that's all the results I've got. And then obviously you got the Hayjack Winter League round 2.
Battle of the Bungholes.
Apparently so. So match winner was Tony Watling with £27.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows, does he?
He knows.
Yeah.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And £27 dead from peg 2 at Benwick. So We had 2 sections at Benwick, A section 1 to 11, and then B, which is pegs 12 to 22. Yeah, not great. Not great. First section was nice fishing. The further you got away from the town, the lower the scores.
Where'd you draw?
I drew at March. Yeah, drew at March. That real well-known bunghole, 3 pegs above the turning bay at the bypass.
That's John Taylor's favourite area, or second favourite area.
Don't be silly. He's never fished there in his life. His post is delivered like in the town, isn't
It's
it?
just down there, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, another bunghole that I drew, obviously. So Watling won it from there. Runner-up was Rob Casterton from C1, which was the peg to the left of the windmill, the first peg on what we call the willows in the allotments.
That's where you drew, wasn't it, last week?
I was more to the left. It was where John Taylor drew.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously it was an M peg this week. Rob Casterton, 26-13, so just edged out there. Steve Goodrum, who fishes for the Cresta Bait Tech Peterborough.
Boyles, B&M.
Your B&M, anybody who will sponsor us team.
Argos,
yeah. Goodrum with £25 dead. And then fourth was Andy Mead, who sat C2, which was next to Rob Casterton. He had £23.4. And then just sneaking in the frame from noted flyer, Alex Bates, £22 dead. Yeah. So, yeah.
Are you in the money again?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
the shake is rolling.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely raking it in. All 70 quid. So, yeah, that was the individual results. Teams on the day, like Gav Butler said, Peterborough bottled it. So, yeah,
As the wheels come off again, are they?
Yeah, bottled it.
Just like Spurs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, wheels are off.
Yeah.
Too many spuds in the team, I think.
Quite possibly. There's a few gooners as well.
Moles.
But teams on the day, Dara Tackle and Baits, 22. Runners up on the day, March Tackle and Baits, 23. Third, Census Mark 1 White. Fourth was, I don't know. Fifth was Peterborough Pink, I think.
Oh, that's it. Because they got the LBGT thing going as well, haven't they, Peterborough?
Yeah, they got the pink.
Yeah, they're embracing. They're being very woke.
Yeah,
which is
good for them.
To be applauded, isn't
for
it?
them.
Yes, well done, boys.
I think that should be called Bait Tech Cresta Seal.
LBGT.
Bait Tech Cresta Mole.
We are woke. Argos.
Yeah. So that's
We'll think of some
teams
better
on the
names for
day.
next week anyway.
Yeah. Teams on the day. So league now tied at the top is Dara Tackle and Baits and Census Mark 1 White with 6 each. No, 4 each, sorry. And then third, I suppose, is Tackle and Baits March with 7. And then Cresta, Bait Tech, Peterborough, Pink, Blue, Green, Mole, Seal, Chip Shot,
Sponsored by Lillette.
Photo Shot. Yeah. They're
This is going to get banned, isn't it?
It is,
Yeah, better stop.
I'm just waiting for the weekend now.
Yeah.
And so that was the match. Round 3 is not this weekend, the weekend after, so 11th of Feb. We've got the March Open this week, which is 120 pegs.
Ooh.
So there could be some dross in there, and there could be some right bung holes as well.
We're filming Wednesday in probably a nice bunghole.
Hopefully,
yeah. If we got our maths right.
Yeah.
So that might see the light of day in a couple of weeks' time as well.
So the only thing we've got to mention now is the Chip Shop Award.
Oh, yes, and I think we need to change the shirts for next year.
Yeah.
Half Arsenal, half Newcastle.
Right, okay.
And we could really go to town.
Okay.
I think that's what we should do. And have maybe all the teams' names on it.
Yeah.
But so it's very anti-Yid.
Right.
Definitely,
yeah. Nah. I'm sure we'll be able to.
I haven't got any
think
pictures
of one,
from you for months for chip shops.
No. Well, they'll hide, don't they?
Are you too busy getting me with these crappy glasses?
Yeah, that's it, innit? So there's quite a lot of contenders this week.
Any
quite a few
seals?
of them. No, he tied. He didn't get chip shot this week. So his first, everything. Quite a few contenders. Pete McFadden, Chris Daniels, Hades Stokes. They all fish for Peterborough.
Is Eddie Stokes fishing now?
Yeah, he fished with the Black Horse, but he's guesting for Peterborough.
Yeah, but I didn't think he was fishing anymore. I thought he was too busy
Crying
on Facebook. Yeah.
Phil Chesterton,
Phil.
Pete Vasey. There's quite a few, but this week's, I hope he'll take it well. He can add another name to his sponsors this week. So he's Matrix, Preston, Sonu, Vandenine, and his new one is Harry Ramsden. So I think we're people are probably going to guess who I'm on about now. And we mentioned him last week in the podcast quite a bit, how he was my hero when I was 3. And
no way.
yes. So
have you got him
this week? And he sat next to me.
Yes, this has been 5 years in the making.
So this was one of the reasons why we did this award, not just to get this.
Oh, has he got to be the thumbnail?
No.
Come on.
No. And
come on, you've been
this was the reason to get anglers of his stature,
got to put him on
quality, and the fact that no one can hide. So this week's Chip Shop Award is Sir Bob Nudd.
Did he actually admit it?
No.
Has anyone said it to him?
Everyone was like, yeah, what size? And I don't think it registered.
He's got to be the thumbnail.
No, we'll get him next week.
I'll get his white hat and I'll pixelate the face.
Yeah, we won't be able to get all his sponsors in, will you?
I'll just pixelate the face.
Yeah.
You've been Chip Shop.
So Sir Bob,
got to be, hasn't it?
4 times world champion. You've been Chip Shop.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Shalom.
Yeah. No, he's not a Spurs fan.
No, he might be.
Oh.
He might come out of the woodwork like John Taylor.
No, he's not a Spurs fan. No. But yeah.
Mate, that is brilliant. You've got some good ones this season. You've got Nuddy, Holly.
Yeah. Watling.
Yourself.
No. No.
That's last season, was it? You got a couple?
Yeah, I got 2. Yeah. Yeah. And even Gav, we ain't got Gav this season, but he ain't been fishing.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know. He goes barbel fishing. Huh? Unbelievable.
I'll drop him, mate.
Well, if we don't put the effort in, you know.
Drop him.
Yeah.
I like Gav. He's a good old boy.
He is.
So dry.
Lovely old boy.
So dry. Right, what else we got? Is that it?
I think that is, mate, yeah. Like I say, weights have improved this week on all the venues. The weather is tropical this week. So
it's bloody lovely out there.
Make sure we get out and go fishing.
Yeah.
The fishing will start to change, I'm sure.
It's going to get better now.
Yeah, bring it on. Spring's on its way.
Yeah, and who knows what we'll be talking about next week. We're definitely going to be talking about otters. I've got a corker lined up.
A corker?
Yeah, it's about time I had a rant. And,
well, I was going to say, you ain't done one this year yet.
I've been quite mellow.
Yeah,
but we will. Right, let's draw it to a close, shall we?
Yep.
Right, guys, we'll see you with Bob Nudd and his T-shirt.
Hopefully. I'm sure he'll take it in good gesture. Wish me luck.